Bathwater Girl has been missing for such a long time, like people are really wondering what's going on with her. In fact, a YouTuber with only 67,000 subscribers uploaded a video saying what happened to Baldefani, and it got almost 8 million views.
Hey everybody, I just wanted to let you know before we get started that this video has accounts of crimes and some other things that might make you really angry. So I just wanted to remind everyone that it's never okay to dox someone online. Even if you find evidence of crimes or other things that might be relevant to the police, you need to forward them to the police and not put them in the YouTube comments. So with that said, let's go ahead and start the video. It all started one stormy night when I was at home scrolling through TikToks for cheap laughs. I kept coming across videos with the same narrator that were all hilarious.
Are you right wing or left wing? My favorite wings are, honestly, I really like buffalo wings.
The videos were posted by lots of different accounts, but none of them had created the audio. And like a plagiaristic high school student who forgot to write their essay until the night before, none of these videos credited the original author. I started digging to find out who this mysterious narrator was, and the deeper I got, the more I regretted digging.
I'm so happy right now because I'm going to kill my own baby. I've already made people have sex with her, and I'm going to kill her tonight. I can see the pain in her eyes. She would look at me with so much pain and fear in her eyes, and all I would do was just smile. I was like, bitch, I went out to enjoy myself and I left you at home. In a discussion. I'm your mother. You ain't gonna question me. When I give them STDs, they go home and they give it to their wives. So I get to knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. So for 30 minutes it's $60. Anything over that is $100. I'm splitting the money between me and the other person. We're both gonna pay Cora out. Knowing you because bitch I'm famous now. You so bad, yeah. And baby I'm so bad, yeah.
I had to figure out how much of this is real. Who in the world is this person's fan base, and if her baby is still alive? But first, I had to figure out who she was. This is the tale of LoveleyPeaches. Instagram has helped a lot of notable people jumpstart their careers. Beautiful people, funny people, smart people, the list goes on. It's where most people post their best selves and sell whatever image they want to sell. But some people are more interested in gaining attention by misbehaving. What if I told you the person from those video clips has almost 2 million followers spread across 3 very popular accounts on Instagram and another 300,000 on TikTok? How about a couple of hit songs with hundreds of thousands of streams across all platforms? You might have even heard her song Itchin' and Burnin'. It went viral, and it's honestly pretty funny, until you find out who made it. Her real name is Brittany Johnson, and a lot of other YouTubers have already talked about her, and they've made some great videos which I'll link down in the description below if you want to keep watching after this video. I want to add to the work they've done because the truth about Peaches is something I wanted to find out for myself. And she's still active on social media to this day, and in my opinion, she's still dangerous. Peaches got her start online posting disturbing videos on Snapchat and Instagram. She deletes most of what she posts, since most of her content violates terms of service on every social media platform. But some of her content is genuinely funny, especially when the internet adds some visuals. Most of these funny videos come from doing Q&A, where Peaches answers questions on her Instagram, but Peaches also has a gross side, which is undeniably real. She's eaten and smeared on her face any bodily fluid or excretion that you can imagine. It seems like the gross out antics were how she amassed her following, but it's also the reason she's had so many of her accounts deleted. To combat this, Peaches has become a master of ban evasion. She always has multiple accounts running on Instagram, all linking back to each other so that her fans can find her easily if one of the accounts gets banned. But later in her career, Peaches' content took an even darker turn. I want to warn you, audience, if you can't or don't want to listen to accounts of physical and sexual abuse, feel free to skip ahead to the timecode listed on the screen now. I'm not going to show any of the awful things Peaches has done on screen, but I'm going to talk about them because I think she needs to answer for them and that she needs help. The wild thing about Peaches is her entire online presence is an anomaly. She deletes everything. She tells similar stories over and over, but the details change a little bit every time. So while doing my research for this, all I had to start with was rumors. The oldest terrible rumor I could find about Peaches was that she engaged in sexual acts with the puppy and then later strangled it. Unfortunately, I was able to confirm that this was true. I found the videos. A person claiming to be a former friend of Peaches said that the dog survived the video and that Peaches later gave it away, but I wasn't able to confirm this. This was all sometime in late 2016 or early 2017. Fast forward to the fall of 2018. Peaches has a baby named Cora. She's not sure who the father is, but the things Peaches says about Cora are absolutely horrifying. At first, Peaches describes leaving Cora at home multiple times by herself so that she can go out and party. Then she describes slapping and hitting Cora to get her to stop crying. Things only continued to escalate from here. Peaches began posting videos saying that her 4-month-old baby was, quote, flirting with her boyfriend and looking at him lustfully. She began to sexualize Cora and told her audience that she was renting her out to pimps for sex. She also discussed the possibility of selling her outright into sex trafficking. When her audience began questioning if this was true, Peaches started to stream conversations with men where they discussed how they would pimp the baby out and how much they would charge.
What would be the requirements for you to buy my daughter?
Well, she has to be a virgin. Is she a virgin?
No, she's not a virgin.
She also posted multiple messages between her and different men discussing the details. Peaches went into graphic detail multiple times describing men having sex with the baby and all other manners of abuse. She generally says that she hates Cora and she wished she would die. Then finally, in the fall of 2018, Peaches posted a series of videos saying that she had tortured and murdered Cora and that she didn't want to talk about her anymore. I don't want to post the audio of Peaches saying some of these things because I think just her saying them might violate YouTube's policies, and I don't want this video to get taken down because people need to know how dangerous Peaches is. But with a brief search on YouTube, you can hear Peaches proudly admit to all of these things and more. She really wants us to believe that she's done them, and she's really okay with that. After watching all of these horrifying videos and listening to the things Peaches had said, I had to figure out how much of this was true. I had to figure out if Peaches really did all the things she claimed to do, and most importantly, I had to figure out if Cora is still alive today. And the only way for me to learn the truth about Cora was to learn the truth about her mother, Peaches. Brittany Johnson. Brittany was born in 2001 in Louisiana, and in 2014 she ran away from home at 13 years old. She said in one of her videos that she had already run away 8 different times. Peaches also says that her mother died that same year. I was able to find an obituary from July of 2014 for one Cora Johnson in New Orleans, Louisiana. It says she left behind a husband and 1 daughter, Brittany Johnson. She describes living a life of underage prostitution, living in motels, and sometimes under a bridge. The pimps that exploited her during this time gave her the nickname LoveleyPeaches. Peaches claims that when she was 15, her pimps were arrested and that she was released back to her family. I couldn't find a police report to corroborate this, but it makes sense her name wouldn't appear since she was a minor being exploited. But every time Peaches was returned to her family, she would just run away again. She continued to work as a prostitute and post on social media constantly during this time. Then in late 2018, Peaches' baby was born. She named her after her deceased mom, Cora. This is when she began to detail the abuse I talked about earlier. In October of 2018, hashtag savecora began to trend on Twitter. The internet at large took notice of the horrible things Peaches was saying and claiming to do. At the forefront were YouTubers Jaclyn Hill and Candy Johnson, who were able to rally their fan bases and track Peaches down. Candy personally talked to the police and investigators who told her that Cora was with her grandparents who have legal custody of the baby. Since Peaches' mother died back in 2014, I assumed this must mean that Peaches' father had remarried and that this couple was taking care of Cora. Many other people called the police, the FBI, and CPS during this time to try and make sure that Cora was safe and out of the custody of Peaches. Everyone who called the police and got an answer from them said the same thing. Peaches does not have custody and Cora is not in danger. I believe all of these people, but for some reason I wanted more. More evidence that the baby is actually healthy and safe and alive. Just like everything Peaches touches, there were so many rumors, stories, and comments that I couldn't verify. People said that Peaches' sister posts pictures of Cora, that Peaches' family updated the public on Facebook to let everyone know Cora was safe. I kept finding links to deleted accounts, pictures deleted from the internet. It was like an endless maze, and all I could find were so many dead ends. But one of the sentiments I saw repeated over and over was that Peaches doesn't have Cora because she doesn't post pictures with Cora, outside of the same handful of photos where Cora appears to be only a few weeks old. By now, Cora should be almost 3 years old, and even if she did die tragically the way Peaches said she did, there should be pictures of them together with Cora as a toddler, but they don't exist. The more recent pictures of Cora all have other people deliberately cropped out of them, and Peaches always makes sure to turn the comments off of these photos, presumably to keep people from asking questions or pointing out that they're never together in any of the recent photos. Finally, after searching for what felt like an eternity, I found some more evidence that Cora is safe. In a video posted by YouTuber Repzilla, a woman named Betty Johnson identified herself as Peaches' stepmom. I immediately realized that this is what I was looking for. She left a lot of comments under this video, where she says that Cora is safe with herself and Cora's grandfather. She also claims that once the police found out Cora was okay, they stopped looking for Peaches. Betty's comments paint a picture of a concerned stepmom who's trying to track Peaches down and get her help. She also says that there's an arrest warrant out for Peaches, but she doesn't say what it's for. Betty's comments also help to fill in some gaps in the story and confirm that Peaches' biological mother died in 2014. Her final comment sums it up pretty well. Everything Peaches said, she didn't show any proof. She needs help. And that, as far as I can tell, is where the evidence ends. And for me, this is enough to rest assured that baby Cora is safe and sound. As for Peaches, her hijinks and alleged felonies continue to this day. In February 2020, she did a concert / house party / meet and greet of sorts, set up by a company called Creators Live. This company seems to set up meet and greets for influencers all over the country. There are photos and videos of Peaches getting naked in front of minors at this party, and her actions have only gotten more wild from there. Since February, she's had an absolute explosion in popularity, with hundreds of thousands of new followers coming in, and that is the main reason I wanted to make this video. Even though much of this has been said before by YouTubers who did a much better job than me, I think it's worth it for me to reach out to the people who may not know her backstory and stumble across her funny TikTok audios or her songs on Spotify. So now you know. Thanks for watching, and stay weird, internet, but not this weird.